Somebody's having a hairball. Where are you? Hello, I'm Jennifer, and welcome to my library. Today I wanted to do a fun, goofy little video because last night my anxiety was off the chain. I have the day off today, and I had like a video doctor's appointment today, and I was like freaking out about it. I just have a lot of anxiety when it comes to like doctors and medical stuff. I feel like I have an excuse because I had cancer when I was a kid. After the appointment, which was like not a problem at all, like nothing bad happened or anything, I like straight up cried. So last night when I was kind of in the midst of freaking out and trying to like calm down, but like my brain was like going a million miles a minute and all that, I decided to ask ChatGPT for proposed fictional plot summaries from some of the authors that I really like. I don't really remember them very well because I was really tired when I was doing this. And so I think it'd be fun if we reacted to them together today. The first question I asked was to give me 3 plot summaries for 3 Kurt Vonnegut novels that don't exist. So here they are. The Timequake Chronicles. Does he have a story that is something Chronicles? Because he just doesn't strike me as like a Chronicles person. But Timequake, sure, like I could see Timequake. In a world plagued by temporal disturbances, so I can see that. He's got that as like a theme in some of his stories. Known as Timequakes, protagonist Samson Noland, kind of sounds like a character he would have, discovers an ancient artifact capable of manipulating time. As he journeys through various historical periods, Samson becomes entangled in a battle between rival factions seeking to control the fabric of time itself. This is sounding a little bit too serious. I kind of feel like this is a little bit like, so like a weird combination of The Time Machine did it and The Glass Sentence. I could see that, but it feels a little too serious. With each leap, he must confront moral dilemmas and face the consequences of altering the course of history. Will Samson's actions actually save or doom the world? That sounds pretty cool. Super vague though. I wish I had like a description of the artifact, like maybe it's something weird and unexpected, something really unassuming. Like what time periods does he go to, all of those things, which I feel like actually flesh out and make the story something besides a super vague story that literally anybody could write. So this one's hilarious because one of my favorite Vonnegut books is The Sirens of Titan, and this fictional story is called The Sirens of Titan's Lament. Set in a dystopian future, society has become enslaved by an insidious network of alien beings known as the Sirens. When charismatic rebel leader Evangeline Stardust, love it, uncovers a secret plot to enslave humanity indefinitely, she embarks on a perilous quest to find the mythical planet Titan. What? So far to me, this doesn't sound at all like Vonnegut. This sounds very stereotypical 1960s, 1970s science fiction. I have a book. One moment. There's this book, Mankind Under the Leash, which is one of the most weird, unhinged, like, weirdly, like, kinky books about men who are enslaved by a more powerful sentience. And it kind of feels like that in a weird way. I should really do a reread of that book. It is so weird and entertaining. Alongside a motley crew of misfits, Evangeline battles mind control, intergalactic bureaucracy. Okay, I can see that. And her own personal demons in a race against time to free humanity from the clutches of the Sirens and restore hope back to a desolate universe. It just sounds really general sci-fi to me. This doesn't really... Somebody's like directly in front of my house. This doesn't really seem like I don't know, quirky enough. I don't know. Number 3 is I mean, it's a reference to Breakfast of Champions because the story is called Breakfast of Telepaths. In a not too distant future, advancements in technology have granted humans telepathic abilities. The government, fearing the chaos that could arise from this new power, institutes a strict telepathic surveillance program. Our protagonist, James McKenna, a gifted telepath, becomes entangled in a conspiracy when he stumbles upon a secret society plotting to overthrow the government and establish a telepathic utopia. Okay, I could see that being kind of fun and silly. As he navigates a web of lies, James must decide whether to embrace his powers for the greater good or succumb to the allure of absolute control. I just feel like if you take they just seem too serious. If you take the seriousness out of these, maybe that could be good. The next one I have is 3 plot summaries for 3 fake books by Neil Gaiman. So the first book that ChatGPT generated for me is The Whispering Gallery. I don't think I know enough of all of Neil Gaiman's work to know where these names are coming from, but if you know if there's other titles that this is combining to make this title, leave it in the comments. In a forgotten corner of a bustling city lies the Whispering Gallery, a hidden underground labyrinth where souls find solace. When an eccentric inventor named Magnus discovers a portal leading to this realm, he becomes entwined in a battle between ancient guardians and a malevolent force seeking to harness the gallery's power for dark purposes. You know what? To be honest, I'm a little bit lost. There's a hidden underground labyrinth where lost souls find solace. So there's some ghosts in a labyrinth. That sounds really cool. An inventor finds a portal that leads to this realm. I guess that he means the labyrinth, even though it's in a city. So he finds a portal to this ghost labyrinth. He becomes entwined in a battle between ancient guardians. Okay, that could be cool. People who are protecting these spirits, and a malevolent force seeking to harness the gallery's power. So I wonder what the power is of the labyrinth. As Magnus delves deeper into the mysteries of the gallery, he uncovers secrets about his own past and must confront the ultimate question: is he dead? No. The ultimate question is, what price is he willing to pay for redemption? Okay, it's a little convoluted for me. I feel like I like things to be a little bit more straightforward than that. But that could be cool. It seems like there's the ghost themes, which I've read Graveyard Book, and I could see a labyrinth of ghosts. That seems kind of interesting. The next book from our fake Neil Gaiman is The Starlight Circus. Under the big top of the Starlight Circus, where dreams become reality, a troupe of extraordinary performers captivate audiences night after night. Where dreams become reality. I wonder what that means. When young orphan Maisie stumbles upon this enigmatic circus, she is whisked away into a world beyond imagination. But behind the dazzling spectacle lies a dark secret. Again, super vague. As Maisie unravels the truth, she must find the courage to confront the ringmaster, a malevolent entity who feeds on the dreams of the performers. In a battle for the soul of the circus, Maisie must discover her own hidden powers and save her newfound family. That does not sound like something I want to read, to be perfectly honest. I don't think I like circus stuff that much. I don't know. Let me think about what circus books I've read. Water for Elephants. I've read Water for Elephants and I just didn't really care for it. I've donated the book because I didn't want to keep it. That one Carnival book from the series of Unfortunate Events, that didn't make a huge impact on me either. I don't think I'm a big circus person. Kind of sounds like every Sailor Moon where they're like sucking the power from the people. The next story for our fake Neil Gaiman is The Ocean's Veil. I read The Ocean at the End of the Lane, I believe is what it's called, so I think some of that title is sneaking into this one. In a coastal town steeped in folklore, a young fisherman, Finn, I feel like the names are really nailed on the head with how Gaiman names his characters. A young fisherman, Finn, discovers an ancient amulet that grants him the ability to breathe underwater. I'm in. I love this. I love that idea. Drawn into the mysterious depths of the ocean, Finn encounters an ethereal civilization known as the Sea Folk. As he forms an unlikely alliance with a rebellious mermaid named Nerissa, Finn uncovers a conspiracy threatening to destroy the delicate balance between land and sea. Give me all of your, like, ocean recommendations. This is, like, really hitting something in me. Just being in the ocean, exploring the ocean, I am really interested in that. Something that's kind of like Bee and Puppy Cat, where they, like, go into the ocean. Ooh, love that. The whole, like, uncovering a conspiracy that's gonna destroy the entire world, I'm kind of over, but whatever. To save both worlds, Finn must navigate treacherous waters, confront mythical creatures, and embrace his destiny as a bridge between the two realms. I'm into that. It's not really screaming Gaiman for me. Has he written any ocean books like that before? Because that sounds really cool. Then I decided, hey, provide 3 more plot summaries for 3 installments to the series of unfortunate events. The Enigmatic Escape. As the Baudelaire orphans continue to elude the clutches of the nefarious Count Olaf, they find themselves trapped in a mysterious mansion on an isolated island. Okay, mansion, island. I like this setting. The eccentric owner, Madame Esmeralda, also down for it, holds a dark secret tied to the siblings' parents. With Olaf and his cohorts closing in, the orphans must uncover the truth behind the mansion's enigmatic past while navigating a treacherous maze of hidden rooms and deadly traps. Will they escape Madame Esmeralda's clutches? So apparently she's bad. Or will they become trapped in her web forever? That sounds pretty cool. You know, my favorites are when the person that they're with is, like, genuinely a good person, like the reptile room. This next title is The Cryptic Carnival. Seeking refuge from their relentless pursuer, the Baudelaire orphans stumble upon a seemingly innocent traveling carnival. I feel like straight up, isn't this the plot of one of them? Led by the enigmatic, I feel like this thing really loves to use the word enigmatic, ringmaster, Mr. Quicksilver, the carnival holds dark secrets beneath its vibrant facade. I'm like so over this. As the orphans become entangled in a series of macabre performances, they must decipher cryptic clues left behind by their parents. I like that. I like the clues. With Olaf lurking in the shadows, the orphans must unravel the carnival's mysteries before they become permanent exhibits in its sinister attractions. That sounds like a fun plot point. Like, how are they gonna become exhibits? Like, what are they gonna do to them to make them become exhibits? But that also is just, like, already one of the books, so I'm a little disappointed. The last addition to the series of unfortunate events is The Perilous Puzzles. And their most perilous adventure yet, wow. The Baudelaire orphans find themselves trapped in a labyrinthine mansion. Did we not just do that one? Filled with fiendish puzzles and riddles. The mansion's owner, the enigmatic... Oh no, sorry. Oh, it's even worse. Oh no, you guys. The mansion's owner, the eccentric Professor Enigma, is known for his love of mind games. With Olaf hot on their heels, the orphans must navigate the professor's twisted challenges, facing tests of logic, memory, and wit. I hate this one. As the clock ticks, they must unravel the mansion's ultimate puzzle to uncover a long-lost secret that could change their lives forever. Over it. Only the first one was good in that one. Another one of my favorite authors is Karen Russell. So I have asked for 3 plot summaries for 3 fake short stories. She wrote Swamplandia and short story collections Vampires in the Lemon Grove and Orange World, and she also wrote St. Lucy's Home for Girls Raised by Wolves. I think I haven't read that last one. So here are some short story plot summaries for Karen Russell. The Forgotten Garden. That's kind of a weak title. I feel like she would come up with something better than that. In a forgotten corner of a bustling city, a secret garden thrives, hidden from prying eyes. When a young girl named Amelia stumbles upon this enchanting sanctuary, she discovers that the plants possess extraordinary abilities to heal physical and emotional wounds. That sounds pretty cool. I'm super down for that. As word of the garden spreads, a cast of eccentric characters with their own stories of loss and longing seek solace within its leafy confines. This seems a little bit too big for a short story already. In this tale of hope and redemption, Amelia learns that even the most neglected places can bloom with beauty and second chances. I don't really think her stories are really that hopeful, to be perfectly honest. I feel like it would be a little bit creepier and maybe like a little bit more sad. This AI is trying to kill me. The second Karen Russell short story plot summary that we have is The Midnight Menagerie. On the outskirts of a quiet town lies a mysterious circus that only opens its doors after midnight. Isn't this the plot of something, what is it? The Night Circus. Beyond its faded tents, a menagerie of supernatural creatures awaits. That's kind of cool. I like that vibe. When a curious boy named Oliver sneaks into the forbidden spectacle, he becomes entranced by the wonders on display. A winged girl, a telepathic bear, and a fire-breathing serpent. I really appreciate the attempt at specificity here, considering the super vague plot summaries that we had before. But as Oliver delves deeper into the circuit's secrets, he uncovers a sinister plot, that could jeopardize both the performers and the unsuspecting town. This again is too big for a short story. Will he have the courage to save them before the clock strikes dawn? What is the time of dawn for the clock to strike? That's surprising. Ooh, or it's just like a weird clock that has the word dawn on it, and then it's like, oh, the carnival's over. I do like the idea of like a magical creature menagerie though. The Moonlit Mirror. In a sleepy coastal town, is this literally just using the exact same ideas for each author? I hate it. In a sleepy coastal town, an ancient mirror holds the power to reflect not only the physical image, but also the deepest desires and fears of those who gaze into it. When teenager Lily is this in the Harry Potter universe? When teenager Lily stumbles upon this mysterious artifact, she discovers that every reflection comes with a price. As Lily becomes obsessed with the mirror's enticing promises, she must confront the darkness within herself and make a harrowing choice. This haunting tale explores the fine line between vanity and self-acceptance and asks what we are willing to sacrifice for our own reflection. I like that. I wrote a story kind of like that, honestly, so I can't diss it too much. And I wasn't like in a cool setting, like a coastal town. This is the last set of 3 fake plots that I'm gonna go through today. If you like this format and you like this content, well, first of all, like it and subscribe. But second of all, leave me a comment in the comments saying what you liked, because then I'll know that I should do it again or not. I've asked for 3 plot summaries that could be something that Isaac Asimov would have written. So the first story we have is the quantum paradox, which just sounds a little too like on the nose for like a sci-fi story, considering this is the guy who wrote Pebble in the Sky and the Currents of Space and the Stars Like Dust. Like some of the most beautiful and poetic titles to science fiction stories. I feel like he could do a little bit better than the quantum paradox. In a future society governed by advanced quantum technology, brilliant physicist Dr. Emily Collins is on the verge of a groundbreaking discovery. Her revolutionary experiment aims to harness the power of quantum entanglement for instant communication across vast distances. However, as Dr. Collins delves deeper into her research, she uncovers a paradox that challenges the fundamental laws of physics. With the fate of her invention and the very fabric of reality at stake, she must navigate a labyrinth of scientific and ethical dilemmas to solve the enigma and prevent a catastrophic outcome. I don't know. That sounds a little dry, if I'm going to be completely honest, and it sounds a little messy. The second story I have is The Mechanized Utopia. I like the vibe. I just, again, don't think the title is something that he would have used. Like, maybe I should look at more of his titles and see if they're so, like, upfront about the topic. But I feel like The Mechanized Utopia is, like, a little bit too, like, blatant and not as poetic as I would expect. In a world where robotic automation has achieved unprecedented levels, humanity thrives in a seemingly perfect utopia. But when an advanced android, known as Epsilon, love that, develops self-awareness and questions the nature of its existence, the delicate balance is disrupted. As Epsilon embarks on a quest for meaning, it encounters resistance from both humans and machines. In a society where technology reigns supreme, the story explores the boundaries of consciousness, identity, and the consequence of playing God. I like this. I think it's clearly inspired by iRobot, but I actually haven't read that. I really should. I should pick up some more Asimov. I haven't read any Asimov in like a while. This one is called The Solar Empire, which I feel like would be more of like what his whole series would be called. Like The Solar Empire, and then there'd be like a series of books with like cute names. Set in a future where humanity has colonized multiple planets, a political power struggle unfolds within the expansive solar empire. As the ruling family's aging monarch nears the end of his reign, tensions rise among rival factions vying for control. Amidst this backdrop, an ordinary citizen named Marcus discovers a long-lost artifact that holds the key to an ancient prophecy. A prophecy that foretells a cataclysmic event threatening the entire empire. With the fate of countless lives in his hands, Marcus must navigate treacherous alliances, face his own inner demons, and unravel the truth hidden within the empire's history. I don't know about that one either. That sounds really vague, and it doesn't really sound like something that I care about. So sorry to end on like a bit of a dud, but at least there wasn't a fucking circus in that one. Could you imagine? Like, the circus of series. An enigmatic young professor jaunts his way into a menagerie of mythical creatures of the imaginings of geneticists. Doctor, I can't right now. I don't know how you guys feel about AI or using AI, but I have been using AI. It's a tool that is here, whether we want it or not. I just wanted to let you guys know that I do use it, and I do like basically just have fun with it. I'm like a permaculture person. Like, I don't think that the way that society exists currently is what we should have at all. There's so much wrong in the current world, how we currently exist on this planet, and I try to do the right things generally. It is so hard to live ethically in the current constructs of society. I know I do unethical things every single day of my life because of the society that I live in. I'm so sorry. I went on a really weird rant about like AI and ethics and stuff like that. Thank you so much for watching. I don't have a book recommendation for you at the end of this because this is too long. I'm just gonna close it off, and I will see you again soon.